name's Helen, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I post guided meditations and EFT tapping meditations, and I've been doing that for the last maybe 3 years. And while my channel is growing slowly, I am now seriously on a journey to monetize it and become part of the YouTube partner program, which will also be better because when I post guided meditations, I can stop it playing advertisements in the middle of them, which is not really what you want in a guided meditation, is it? But it's something to work with. A metaphor for life, isn't it? The unexpected happens, and that has certainly happened to me. And I've had lots of challenges in my life, including an abusive marriage and a son who does drugs and alcohol, and I'm sure that the two are linked. And as a result, I've had lots of challenges with my mental health, self-worth issues and stuff, and it basically resulted in me hitting rock bottom in 2021 when I'd come to the last of my money. I used to have a house and I sold it in 2011, and eventually all that money was gone because I'd taken time off work when I was in a really bad low state because my ex-husband died suddenly in 2014. That brought up all the stuff from the marriage that I needed to work through. But the thing that's kept me going for the last 18 years, since about 2006, is meditation, which is why I'm so passionate about it, and I teach it now myself. So this is not just about my journey to monetize my YouTube channel, it's also about rebuilding my life and finances, because at the time of filming this, I'm 60 years old, 61 in just over 2 months, so only just over 6 years until I reach official retirement age. And the state pension certainly isn't a lot to live on. I have a small teacher's pension and another sort of occupational pension that I'll get when I turn 67, but that's not very much, and neither of those are enough to live on. So this is about me creating a secure future for myself. And because I have had a lot of challenges with my mental health in the last few years especially, and then I was actually signed off by my doctor, and being registered self-employed, have to prove it to the people that I'm really not able to work. I'm not a benefits cheat or scrounger, as the lovely tabloid press likes to paint these people. You really see another side of humanity. But it helped me develop compassion. It helped me to be grateful for what I had and really bring me back into the present moment. But of course, we live in the modern world. Anytime you see me bending down, I'm just picking plastic up off the beach, which will probably be quite a lot, won't it? Anyway, yeah, it's all screwed up, but that's just a load of plastic that I've just picked up. Anyway, where were we? Yes, bills to pay. living in the modern world. And I like the idea of YouTube because it's not like other social media platforms where things disappear after a few hours or a few days. I see videos come up on my feed that were maybe even 15, 16 years ago. So there is potential there, and I've seen others do it. And it's something that I enjoy as well. And I think that's the important thing, is doing what you enjoy. And look at me now, walking on the beach. This beach is at the end of the road where I live. So I feel very blessed. So having had challenges with my mental health, going through all the DWP stuff, and having, for those of you that aren't based in the UK, DWP is the Department of Work and Pensions. So if you're signed off sick by your doctor and you're self-employed, as I am, you have to jump through all these hoops to get support. Yeah, I had naively thought, oh well, I worked for all those years, I paid my taxes. When I'm unable to work, I will get the support as I need it. If I'm signed off by my doctor, oh no, they don't believe your doctors. What do they know? Anyway, that was a horrible, horrible process, and left me feeling really awful, actually. And I'm grateful that I had tools to deal with it, and I could see why people had, there were people saying people had taken their lives when their benefits were cut. And I could see why that happened. It's not a very nice place to be. And I had another such assessment, but this was on the phone this time, and it wasn't too bad. It was just somebody asking me some questions about my day-to-day life. And because I don't have a lot of energy these days, but then I'm not as young as I used to be. That's the other thing. When I started work, 60 was the retirement age for women, so I would have been retired now. And so this is another way to earn some money, using my talents, sharing my knowledge and my wisdom that I hope can help other women. Sorry, come to a little bit of a plastic soup here. I can't leave it on the beach like other people seem to be able to. Yeah, they might think I'm weird, but then I think they're weird because they don't care. Off we go again. Yeah, so I should have been retired now at the age of 60, but I'm not. So, in March 2024, I had this call with somebody asking me questions about how my mental health affected me on a day-to-day basis. Now, at the moment, it's pretty good, but that was the trouble, trying to explain to them, yeah, I might look okay, but it's not consistent, I might have a good day and get loads done, but then another day I might struggle getting out of bed. But that's the reality. And this time of year, it's May, and it's sunny and it's getting warmer and the days are longer, so I don't feel so bad as I do, say, in January when it's dark and cold, miserable. But anyway, I've digressed a bit there. After I had this call, it was like a switch went off inside my head, thinking, I just don't want to be arguing for my limitations anymore. Let's focus on what I can do rather than what I can't. And I know there are a lot of women in my situation sort of coming to the last third or quarter of their life, because we don't know, do we? We don't know how much longer we've got. So we've got to make the most of every day. And it's about not giving up, really. after everything I've been through, any one of those things could have been enough to break somebody. But somehow you keep going. You have to keep going, and but also finding healthy ways of doing it, not resorting to alcohol, cigarettes, food, binge watching. And I've done all those, but I try to do them less now. Do it with more awareness. So I decided, right, let's get serious about monetizing my YouTube channel. I've had it for a few years, and it has been growing steadily in fits and starts. And I'll show you the current stats here. So this is the current state of my YouTube channel. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So this is my YouTube channel now. I have 332 subscribers, 124 videos. I use the vidIQ extension, which gives me more stats about my channel. So you can see at the top here, in the last 12 months, I've had 349 hours of views, and those are the more recent one too. In the last hour, 80 in the last 48 hours. But this is the one we're interested in, the yellow one, the last 12 months, because to join the partner program, to monetize a channel, I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So at the moment, it's just over an hour of watch time per subscriber. Now, my channel has been growing a bit more quickly in the last couple of weeks, but that doesn't mean anything. And I post a guided meditation every Monday. I post an EF tapping video on Thursday. And also when there's things like the new moon and like Beltane for May, a meditation for the month. So occasional other guided meditations. And my next level, if you like, I'm going to start vlogging. Well, I'm starting that already, putting together videos including about monetizing my channel, but it's not just about monetizing my channel, it's about rebuilding my life after mental health challenges, financial challenges, and one way of doing that is by monetizing my YouTube channel, because I'm not that far off a retirement. I suppose if you think about it, I've been working like 42 years, and then I've got another 6 years, so that's 1/8, isn't it? So I'm 7/8 of the way through my working life, from 19 to 67. So, and yeah, I've got in that last 6 years, that last 8th, that last 12.5% is like making up for the last 42. But then that life's like that, isn't it? It's like the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. So that seems very relevant. And I also know, not that I'm necessarily want to be a millionaire, but although these days the way property prices are, if I want to buy a property again, that's going to be what I'm aiming at. But most self-made millionaires didn't become millionaires until they were in their 60s or 70s, which kind of makes sense, because I know now it's like, well, yeah, when I look back over my life, if I'd have started saving earlier, learned how to invest. But you've also got your unhealed trauma, you've got the impetuousness of youth. It's harder to think ahead, and also having that balance between living life now, because you don't want to put your life off forever, because you don't know
what's going to happen in the future. So that is my aim. It's like, how can I fund my life to enjoy living now and in the moment? And I'm also going to be sharing journeys about my travel, which is also about growth.
So to monetize it then, I'm doing a course to learn more about how it all works and to get more views, subscribers and all the things there. So I think when you're doing anything, obviously there's got to be your why. And my why is, to have a comfortable retirement, to make sure that I've got enough to pay my bills and to live fairly comfortably like I do now. I live fairly modestly, but I'm happy with my life, as you can see. I get to come to the beach every day, swim in the sea, and I live in a lovely little ground floor flat about a minute walk away from the beach. I've got a little garden and it just suits me. It's comfortable, light and airy. So it's about maintaining that lifestyle. And being self-employed means that I'm responsible for making sure that I earn enough. I used to be a teacher, but in 2020 decided I wasn't going back to that anymore. I've been doing it since 2002, so 18 years, nearly 18 years. And my kids were grown up and I was done with dealing with other people's. And as I mentioned, being self-employed, you have to do if you're signed off of sick, you have to do these health assessments. And but also as a result, if you're getting like support benefits, you have to go to these appointments at the job centre, and where they are not very sympathetic or understanding. And so I think, I had one in April, I think it was. And that was, it was the first time I'd had one for a year, actually, at the job centre. And again, like with the telephone thing, I decided I'm done with this. I can do this. So those are sort of my main motivations for doing this, for monetizing my YouTube channel. I swear that there is more plastic on the beach than there was even like 3 or 4 years ago. It's awful. Like I say, other people down here walking their dogs. I don't have a dog. I had 3 kids. Why would I want to give myself more responsibility? So that's my reasons for wanting to monetize this. And it's a way of earning a living, doing something I enjoy, sharing my experiences that I hope can help other people and inspire them. So especially women, younger, older, maybe you're not where I am yet, but you will be one day, hopefully, if you're lucky. And I'm talking in age, not finances, but be grateful for what you have. And I invite you to join me on this journey to see how long it takes. And I will see you again in the next video.